Hi guys, and welcome back to this week's episode of Ting Ting. So for today's video, we're going to be focusing on food science. So today I have 3 different experiments for you to try. We're going to be making some edible slime, some edible soil, and some edible ice cream. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Today, I will be teaching you how to be the avatar of food science. We will be covering the topics of chemistry, earth science, and physics. For our first experiment, we will be making edible slime. You will need a microwavable mixing bowl, measuring cups and measuring spoons, gummy bears, I got an extra bag just in case, confectioner's sugar or powdered sugar, and cornstarch. Measure about a cup of gummy bears and place it into a bowl. As you can see, a bag of gummy bears just barely fills up a cup. Place the bowl inside the microwave and heat in intervals of 10 to 15 seconds. Heat just until the gummy bears start to lose their form. Next, add in 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar and 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. Mix until just combined. Continue to adjust in teaspoon increments, making sure to add equal amounts of sugar to cornstarch. Your ideal consistency is when the slime no longer sticks to your hands but is still stretchy enough to play with. You should end up with something that looks like this. Tip: if you want it to look even more like slime, use green gummy bears to achieve that green, gooey look. Quick lesson: why is this considered a chemistry experiment? Chemistry is defined as a science that deals with the properties, composition, and structure of substances. For this experiment, we changed the structure of the gummy bears by heating it up, and its composition by combining it with sugar and cornstarch. Next, we will be making some edible soil. For this experiment, you will need some graham crackers or digestive cookies, Oreos, chocolate pudding, whipped cream, green sprinkles, and gummy worms. Start by crushing 5 to 6 Oreo cookies in a bowl. Mix in the chocolate pudding so that you end up with a nice and thick mixture. If your graham crackers aren't already in powder form, make sure you crush those too before you use them. When making your edible soil, it's best to use a transparent glass so that you can see the different colors and levels to your soil. Now spoon in about 2 tablespoons of the graham cracker. Add a thick layer of the Oreo pudding mixture, and feel free to adjust if you prefer a thicker layer of chocolate, or if you want more whipped cream. Now add some whipped cream until it reaches just the top of the glass. Sprinkle some green sprinkles on top, and add some gummy worms to complete your masterpiece. Quick lesson: since I technically only had 3 layers, I will only be describing the topmost layers of soil. The graham cracker layer represents the subsoil or B horizons, the chocolate layers represent both the topsoil, A horizons, and the organic debris, O horizons, and the whipped cream / green sprinkles represents the surface layer. Our last experiment for today is making homemade ice cream. Yay! You will need 2 different size Ziplocs, preferably a gallon and a quart, some half and half or some heavy whipping cream, ice cream salt, food flavoring, I used ube extract, and some sugar. Start by measuring half a cup of whipping cream and pour it into the smaller bag. Next, add about a tablespoon of sugar. Add in half a teaspoon of the flavoring, and once you've added it all in, mix to combine. Close the bag and make sure to air it out as much as possible. Now take the larger bag and fill it about halfway with ice. Add in half a cup of the ice cream salt into the ice bag and place the smaller ice cream mixture inside the larger bag. Now shake the bag. Shake it! Shake it for approximately 5 minutes or until the ice cream reaches your desired consistency. Unfortunately for me, my ice machine stopped working midway, so I was only able to fill up the bag about a quarter of the way with ice. It seemed like it was possibly going to work, and the ice cream itself was surprisingly really good. All the ice ended up melting, however, and I'm not exactly sure how, but the melted salt water ended up entering the ice cream bag and contaminated my whole experiment. But like many science experiments, error is part of the process. So fortunately, I have enough ice cream salt to feed a village, so I can always try this again. So quick lesson. This is considered a physics experiment because it introduces the concept of heat transfer. The salt lowers the freezing point of ice, and when the ice melts, it absorbs the heat in the ice cream ingredients, allowing it to form the ice cream texture. Alright guys, well that's the end of this week's video. As always, if you enjoyed it, please hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this in the future, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time.